in the Foreign Service, in the White House. General Powell, you've pretty much seen it all. Your thoughts on today's inauguration?
George, I thought it was an excellent presentation, an excellent ceremony. And I was privileged to be there, and I just sat there listening to all that was being said, but at the same time, recognizing what had been said in that part of our country and in that building just, a few days ago. And I think they got flushed out today, because what the president was focusing on, the new president, he was talking about us. He was talking about our values. He was talking about what makes us great. He was talking about the history of our great country. We didn't go into, what the federal taxes are going to be or any foreign policy issues. It was a proper tone for today because it puts us in perspective. We're Americans. We have a great country. It's great today, just as great as it's ever been, even with the nonsense that took place here less than 2 weeks ago. So I was very pleased with it, and I thought it was structured very well. And, young Amanda was fabulous when she closed it with her song.
She sure was.
Very proud. She sure was. And it was good. And George, I sat there just looking up at the dome of the Capitol and that kind of yellowish tone that it has, tint. And I just kept staring at it and listening to what the president was saying and rethinking what I saw 2 weeks ago from the riots that were taking place, and just saying to myself, we'll wash that out. We'll wash that out. This is a real America. This is what we stand for. Bringing in immigrants, making sure that we do everything we can to take care of the people who are ill, everything we can to give everybody a good living in this country, and especially to put the pandemic problem on #1 item in the country. And I think the president touched on all of those properly. And he didn't go drifting off into something that really wasn't on our heart and soul.
You're hitting on what so many of us have thought. I remember the first time I saw the Capitol in person, had that same thought, and then watched those events of 2 weeks ago. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you to see those barricades overrun at the Capitol.
It was terrible. I couldn't believe it. I've been in the Army for 35 years and then another 5 years as Secretary of State. And I saw a lot of things. There was a lot of controversy, a lot of things going on during that 40-year period. But never have I seen anything like